Hello and welcome to the channel. And for today's video we are going to be looking at, or not looking at, pretty much answering the question, whatever happened to the original heads that came with the Detective 1000 versions of the McFarlane Toys Batman. If you remember on previous videos, I posted customs of the McFarlane Toys, the repaints that I did on the black and gray and the blue and gray versions. So each one of those had new heads that were taken from other figures. Those other figures were the DC Direct Rebirth Batman, I believe. No, New 52. I'm sorry, the New 52 Batman, and the Essentials Nightfall Batman. So those heads had to go somewhere else, right? Those original McFarlane Toys heads had to go somewhere else. So those heads went pretty much on the other figures that were used, except for the blue and gray version. So what we have here is, this is the New 52, and this is the Classics, the Mattel Classics Batman. Because the Classics, the head from this figure went on the Essentials Batman, and just as a reminder of what that looked like. This is it. So this is the head. This is the head that originally came on this figure. So, and here we have the blue and gray variant head of the McFarlane, and this is the standard gray, black and gray head variant of the McFarlane Batman. But you can see that there's a difference, right? The difference being the ears on this one. And we'll talk about this figure in just a minute. I'll just pull it out and we'll just quickly talk about this figure here, because really there's nothing much to it. It's the standard figure. I haven't even customized anything on this figure, as far as, you know, the body and everything. It was just the point of swapping the head and giving him a cloth cape, right? So it's a pretty long cape. You know how I like my Batman capes, right? So it's a cloth cape. I had to, of course, cut the original cape off. I preserved the original neck piece from the figure. And the McFarlane head was a perfect fit, although it's a little loose. I mean, it feels tight, but it pops off really good, real easy. So yeah, you can just see how the cape is attached. Sorry, you can see how the cape is just attached by by pressure. There's no glue, there's no nothing. So just with the neck piece applied, that keeps it down. There's nothing to the head. The only thing I had to do to the head is just repaint it to match the black. Because remember, this figure had like a weird bluish gray color. All right, so I had to repaint the head black and give him some new eyes. Let me just read the camera. There you go. Had to repaint the eyes and everything. I didn't touch anything as far as the part of the exposed face. I just kept that as the original. And that's pretty much it with this guy. Custom cape, trim the neck piece, and repaint the head, the mask. And then we'll bring in let's bring in the this guy here. Can't talk. This is the classics Batman. Lower the camera here. There we go. So on this guy, I did have to do a little more customization. Again, nothing on the body itself. Right, still the standard classics figure, body paint and everything. So on this guy, obviously you can see I gave him the longer ears. So the longer ears is the same process that I used, that I explained on the customs that I did of the Studio Series 38 Optimus Prime. Let me just so if you remember this guy, right, I also gave him the longer ears. So it's basically the same process, using plastic from Model Kit Spruce. Just pretty much using some pliers, I'll just squeeze the plastic into a long flat bar, and then just trim them to the desired shape, right? And then just glue them on. I glue them on, and then with the super glue, I would just have to go in and reshape as best as I could. You can see it's not perfect right here, right? It's not the most perfect. There you go. You can see there's like a difference, right, in the sizing. This came out a little better, right? But from the front, you can't really tell. So this is ideally what I think when people think of a McFarlane style Batman, they think of the long ears and everything. The only thing missing from this face or head sculpt that I think missed the mark is the way the mask, the front portion of the mask covers up the nose. It's only up to like midway through the nose, right? The bridge of the nose. When traditionally that point of the mask goes all the way down, it covers the nose completely. So I was thinking of maybe trying to mod that with some of the modeling clay, and doing a new something to cover up the nose better. I don't know, it just looks weird. It looks short. This entire piece here, it looks short. If I only went in with paint, I don't know if it would work, since there's there's a sculpting line there, right? So it would have to be done with sculpting a new piece to cover up the rest of the nose. So that's a possible option. Well, obviously, once I applied the longer ears, I had to repaint the the rest of the mask, right? The rest of the head. So that's custom painted. Again, I had to try and color match the rest of the blues, but you can tell already from the figures he's got different tones of blue, so an exact match isn't really like a concern. So again, custom cloth cape. This is a little shorter. I mean, it's a long cape, but it's more like your standard Batman length cape. Although it does have a bunch of little scallops all over it, most more than usual, right? Sorry, let's look at. You see all of the bunch of scallops that I gave it. I think in total there's like 16 on each side, so it's like 32 points. And then I did give this guy the custom neck piece as well, from out of cloth, right? Because let's see, this head does remove way easy. There's nothing there. There's like no pressure. That's why I use one of these O-rings to keep pressure down on this thing, so it's not so floaty. Right, because this is like the custom. This is like how the stock neck piece looks on the figure. Excuse me. Right, so once you put the cape on, and then I use the O-ring to keep. Apply the neck piece. So again, just to explain how I do these neck pieces. It's real simple. It's a piece of cloth, right? Whatever material you're gonna use. It's almost, think of it as a long rectangle, almost like a scarf. And then cover it up with, I cover it up with glue, right? In this case, I used white. It's the same white glue that I use for other costumes, right? This one. And then I added blue paint to it just to make sure and try and get the because did I? Yeah, I did. Just a slight tinge of blue paint to see if I can color match the rest of the figure. So mix in the paint with the glue, and then just apply the glue over the whole fabric, right? And then I use the my mold that I don't have next to me, but I use the mold from the. Oh, just watch my video on the custom of the Keaton Batman, the original molding that I removed from that custom figure that I did on the Multiverse figure. And that one I used that neck piece as the mold to shape this. So I wrap the cloth around the mold until it dries up. I then add a separate piece to join the two ends right here. You can see, right? And then just once it dries, put the neck piece on. Make sure the slit of the cape is facing forward. Put the O-ring on to add pressure, and then add this. There you go. And there you have your custom Batman with longer ears. It's pretty pretty basic. I hate, the only thing wrong with this material is that it frays really easily. That's why I hate this material, and I need to get a new one. But yeah, so that's pretty much it with that one. So I wanted to do a quick video just to show you guys what I did with, if you were, I mean, I don't know if you guys were wondering, what the hell did he do with those heads after those customs? So this is the answer. Just gave them new homes. So yeah, it's pretty nothing too crazy other than just extending the ears on this guy. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll check you guys out in the next one.